this last couple of weeks, since these things came out that people were pissed off and whatnot, it's so weird how you think about the comic life. And I'm going to tell you a story that takes me back to 1992. Okay, this is how fucking crazy comedy is. Now, let's get something straight. I've always considered myself a thief, a good burglar. I was a good basketball player when I was a kid. There was a couple things I was good at. You know what I wasn't good at? Fucking. You know what else I wasn't good at either? If I was sober, I would never ask a woman a question. If it wasn't for alcohol and drugs, I wouldn't talk to women. They gave me that confidence. Okay, so let's get something straight right out of the way. If I'm sober, my chances of talking to you, unless you talk to me, are very slim. Very slim, especially when I was a young man. They were very, very slim, okay? When I got into comedy for various reasons. But I never knew. So, I get on stage July 18th, 1991. October, we split up. I meet a girl. She goes to New York. We're talking, but we're not exclusive. I'm living with a roommate at the time. He's got a couple jobs, but one of his main jobs is selling powder. So one night, I must have stayed in. I passed out early. At that time, I was doing stand-up on Tuesdays and maybe like Thursday nights, but I was eating a ton of Valiums and I was drinking. I was eating a ton of Valium because I was selling Valium and I was drinking. So I would sleep a lot. I would fall asleep whenever I got high. I told that story on Rogan, that Valium sits in your fat and only half of it gets activated. So one night, guys, I fucking pass out like on the couch watching TV. It's a mutual living room. It's 3 roommates. At the time, it was just me and him. Now I know what this guy does for a living, part-time. He drives a cab. He's a vocational school teacher. He helps young kids get scholarships. And he's a major league coke dealer. That's what helped him finance everything. Everything else was bullshit to cover his income. I'm sparking another one for you motherfuckers that want to get this party started. It's 4th of July weekend, you cocksuckers. The fuck you doing? Get that thing going. Who gives a fuck? You're home. You got your fucking business shirt on. You got some fucking New England Patriot shorts on. Who gives a fuck? You probably just finished whacking off. Roll up a number. Smoke one with Uncle Joey. This is as good as it gets. 4th of July weekend. No beach. They're locking everybody up today. You know what I'm saying? By the time this podcast comes out this afternoon, California will be in a total fucking lockdown.
You think so?
I know so. Governor Newsom's going to make an announcement this morning.
Fuck.
By the time this podcast comes out, Governor Newsom's going to say, we're done. La Bamba is over. Gyms are closing. Fucking, I hope my daughter's camp doesn't close tomorrow. We're supposed to go to the beach today, so while we're at the beach, Newsom's going to be giving this fucking story.
Time for a joint.
And now for a word from our sponsor, a fucking number. So, I'm living with this guy. He comes home at like 3 in the morning and goes, Joey, you fell asleep on the couch. I go, no shit, Jeannie. Let me go up to my room. He goes, no, you can't go up to my room. He goes, you can't go upstairs. You got to do me a favor. I went to this fucking party. And some guy came up to me. I'm over there. I had a couple packages. I got rid of a couple packages. But this guy asked me for a package. That's a little weird. I go, how big of a package? He goes, an ounce. I go, that's not weird. I go, how much coke did the guy buy from you already? He goes, he bought like 4 grams already. I go, and you come home? I mean, you're already half dead. They would have followed you home if they're the cops.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes, no, I don't think he's a cop, but I'm not sure. I said, fuck it. At that time, the cops were looking for me. I had the Acura, and I hadn't paid the cops weren't looking for me, the tow truck dude.
Oh, no.
The tow truck dude was looking for me, so I had the Acura hidden in the garage, and I borrowed like this fucking, sloppy jalopy that you had to fucking, it didn't run right and shit, and I parked it around the corner. So the people in the tow truck were looking for me. I'd be driving around town in the fucked up car, you know what I'm saying? So I had a little backup car that you couldn't take out a boulder. It was going to blow up. Any day it was going to blow up. Like a friend of mine just said, just hold on to it. When it blows up, abandon ship. I'll say it's stolen, wipe the handlebar, whatever. So I parked it around the corner from the house. So I go, you do this. I go way up to Coke. Give me the address. Tell me where the fucking joint is at. I'll go over there. And since it's me alone, I'll make believe I'm looking for an address for a party. So if I get pulled over by a cop, that I look suspicious, I could just say I got invited to a party and you're not with me. And I'll call you from the party. He goes, there's a girl there that we mutually know. When you get to the party, tell her and call me and I'll be here waiting for your call. There was no cell phones back then or nothing. So let's say the joint is here. I drive around like 4 blocks surrounding that looking for undercover cops.
Oh, shit.
Okay. When I didn't see any unmarked cars or anything, I went into this fucking party. I see the girl. I go, call Manny. She calls Manny. Manny shoots over with the coke. Manny throws me a taste for being his back as wingman. And I mingle. I'm mingling with the girl. I'm talking to people. It's 4 a.m. It's a Friday night. We're talking about this. We're talking about that. The chick says, listen, do me a favor. If you want to go to the backyard and talk, go talk because the party's getting bigger. I have a basement and I got the front yard. But let's get out of the living room. So somebody says there's a pool table and there's a ping pong table downstairs. So I go downstairs. Guys, I'm doing comedy maybe 14 months. I am fucking horrible. I am horrible at comedy. I'm going on stage every Tuesday. I'm just embarrassing myself every Tuesday. I'm going up there with Madonna tits, and I'm going up there with a suit.
What does Madonna tits mean?
When she did Vogue.
Oh, okay.
She had those 2 cones. I went up there 1 week to Vogue with cones.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I experimented with everything. I told you before. So I was just a horrible comic. If you think I'm bad now, you should have seen me then. I'm doing comedy about 14 months. I'm downstairs. I'm shooting pool, and there's nobody shooting pool with me. Like when you're just shooting pool, like I'm shooting, there's probably 6 people downstairs. I go, all of a sudden this girl comes up to me. Beautiful. I was 30 years old. Maybe she was 34, 35, 36, 37. A little older than me. She had kids. And we start talking. One thing leads to another. She's snorting coke. I'm doing coke. We shoot pool. I think I beat her in pool. And she goes, you know what? I guarantee you can't beat me in fucking ping pong. I go, I bet you I'll beat you in ping pong. $10. One thing led to another. We played a couple times. And it got down to showing me a tits or something or a blowjob. I don't know what it came down to. We played ping pong for her to fool around with me. We ended up fucking, I won.
Thank God you're good at ping pong.
I wasn't good at ping pong. I think she drew the game so I could beat her. And we started messing around. And she got up, but that's what she said to me when she came downstairs. She goes, when you walked in, I couldn't figure out who you were. That's the point of this whole story. She goes, I couldn't figure out who you were. I go, who the fuck am I? And she goes, you're the host at the Broker on Tuesday nights. I go, what the fuck are you talking about? And she goes, fucking, my husband's into comedy. We've gone down to see different comedians. And when you came in, I saw you. Oh, my God, you're a celebrity. I'm like, Are you crazy? I'm doing comedy 14 months, and people, what have you been in? I go, I haven't been in shit. Like, she told me in front of a bunch of people. And I'm like, no, I got a day job. I haven't been in shit. And they're like, what movies have you been in? Nothing. I haven't been in nothing. It's 1992. I haven't been in nothing. I don't even dream about movies. I'm just trying to get on stage a few times a week. But I always think about that. Like, that was the beginning. And that's how crazy it was. For a game of fucking ping pong. So, for some people listening to this, yeah, I was 30 and life was a lot different and your state of mind was a lot different. But by the time I was 37, I was like, this lifestyle can't continue because it's not who I am. But I don't want a girlfriend either. I got to find the happy medium. Well, God didn't show up with a fucking happy medium. God laid it on me. Like Bon Jovi said, I got it right the first time.